Welcome back, hot dogs and donuts. Y'all already know what time it is. It's like 8 a.m. on a Saturday, so it's time to go out here and be super. Super Saturdays. Shouts out to that, keeping this shit popping. You know what I mean? We got some more projects coming up. If y'all know what this is, y'all know that means that's a notepad. And if you know what that means we got two of them. So we be putting ideas on one, then we go put that work in the other one. You see what I'm saying? Because if you lose your ideas, that makes it a bad idea. Yeah, but if you keep track of the idea, give it a little bit of water, open it up for some cultivation, it can grow into something bigger than whatever you thought it could be. Hell, shout out to positive affirmations and messages. Y'all already know we got some Dragon Ball content to review. Our boy went ham this week. The Grand Priest done came back. He throwing all hands. He ain't even want to hear that. He said, "Ah man, you done had me locked up. Who the fuck I look like being locked up? I'm the Grand Minister. I'm the one locking motherfuckers up for tripping. Hell, you done threw me off in the cage." So he switches straight over to the hands. I ain't gonna spoil it for you because we got a video about it. Like to see it? Here it goes. Anyways, our other video topic today is Dragon Ball Dima Abridged Episode 1. Ooh wee. Yeah. That might get us flagged, but hell, we gonna try it anyways. If y'all see me disappear during the video, make sure y'all come back and check out the rest of the video on Rumble. Shout out to the Rumble. Link should be down in the description. If not, go to TWP's channel because it'll be down in his video description because it's his Rumble channel. Shout out to Popcorn because we get it cracking. We get it cracking. You get my waking bakery because I've been up since 6:30 and ain't smoked nothing but a black.
Curse that shriveled ballsack of a mage Babidi! How dare he dominate the Demon King Deborah and bend him to his will? I was gonna do that!
Ah, yes. Manipulating the Demon King for your own purposes. It's a tale as old as time. Yeah, what a dick.
Let me get a closer look, see what they're saying. I'm a bit of a gossip like that.
Is that Deborah guy supposed to be strong or something?
What do you mean? That's the Demon King! He's not some funky little joke extra. He's a titanic force to be reckoned with. I've seen him slaughter whole villages for less... Pegasus,
Yes, my lord?
did Majin Buu just turn our world leader into a fucking Triscuit?
Yes, my lord? Though it seemed more like a shortbread cookie to me. I do so enjoy the ones from that bakery down the street.
Oh shit, you fuck with the Drury Lane Bakery? I didn't. Don't distract me, Pegasus. See, now that guy's exploding and I don't know why.
Did that random just blow up Majin Buu?
Doubtful. Told ya. All the real threats can regenerate from a single atom these days. I'm sorry, what's happening right now?
A phenomenon called nighttime.
Shout out to the big
What sort
homie.
of
We
dragon
doing another
magic
Super
is this?
Saturday.
It is simply...
But y'all know to go check out bro every day because he gonna be over there dropping bars because we the best YouTube networks because I got a network. I got like 4 or 5 different channels, so I be out here networking. So then I be at other people's channel marketing and networking and adding value. You know what I mean? And, we don't just be out here not supporting our people because that's one thing we do. Shouts out to the supporting others because hell, if you support others, they should come right back and support you. If not, Hell, you just make yourself look good because you ain't a hater. You dig? Yeah. Enjoy your day, bro. Hopefully you cook something good today. Hopefully it ain't. Hopefully the house don't smell like fish still because we know you probably had a fish fry because it was Friday and y'all know bro be cooking. Yeah. Shouts out to that part of the game.
When the sun disappears.
Dragon! Why do I keep you around? You don't know shit!
Is that the eternal dragon? How were they able to defeat the Tamagami so quickly?
Maybe that's just suck, I don't know.
I'm glad it's so easy to gather the Dragon Balls these days. They aren't even protected half of the time. Remember when we had to go on a whole adventure to find these things?
Write that down!
What are your 3 wishes?
Can they get 3 wishes? Namekians are built different these days, it seems.
Who'll kill you now?
Bobby is dead! Now I don't have to keep putting off those assassination attempts!
Degisu, does it seem to you like these mortals are wielding the power of gods of destruction?
This does seem like some Beerus type shit, my lord. Though now that every political opponent you have has been removed, none may challenge your reign as the Demon King.
Then, by the power vested in me as the Demon King, I declare myself the Supreme Demon King! Wait, if those guys wanted to, they could totally challenge my rule by killing the shit out of me.
Surely they wouldn't stand a chance against you, my lord.
Now's not the time to gas me up, Degisu. I need real solutions. If we find a shard of their home planet, it'll have become irradiated and turn into Sayanite, which will, rob them of their powers.
Nope.
Or we could use the Dragon Balls to remove them as threats.
Excellent idea. We could wish them to be children.
Or we could just wish for them to be our friends.
That's stupid. There's like 50 of those guys. Do you have any idea how many Christmas and birthday presents I'd have to buy them? This is why I'm the idea guy. So we make them kids.
Please, my lord. They don't know we exist yet. Aren't there more pressing matters in the demon realm? You could wish for world peace or an end to hunger. Instead of, and let me check my notes on this, eternal youth for our enemies.
Hold on, they don't know we exist? Unacceptable! How will I secure my legacy?
Perhaps an end to hunger or world peace?
Fine, sure, whatever. We'll wish for your things after we wish for mine. Which is, and I'm locking this in, we turn them into little guys.
If we're doing that, why not go all the way to making them powerless infants?
No. They have to be old enough to know that it was I that defeated them. So no older than, say, 150 years old, aka late childhood.
Yes. Though that wish may have crossed over into black magic territory, since they'd all have died of old age.
Curse your ability to blend into the background of any scene, Arinsu.
Oh, though if you're handing out wishes that won't benefit you, I'll take a billion zenny. Or some
What
of
up,
that
though?
eternal youth you're offering to our enemies. Okay, bye!
My plan's not stupid, right?
If it was, I wouldn't tell you.
Then it must be brilliant! We make them weak, prepubescent children.
He said I
So you
wouldn't
make them
tell.
weak. I thought you'd just make them look like children as they kill you. So long as you're extremely precise with the wording, we'll be okay.
I'm always whatever in my etc. Now let's go find Neva so he can get us those Dragon Balls.
Neva, the one who created our 3 Dragon Balls? We have time to pick up air freshener first, right? He has a unique smell to him.
We gather Neva and bring him with us to Earth. That way he can restart the cooldown on those inert balls, and we can get our 3 wishes immediately. Jeez, I'm brilliant. Praise me.
Yes, indeed, my lord. But we are locking in those 2 other wishes for the hunger and peace.
Yes, second and third wishes make the world hungry and no peace or whatever. We're gonna sandland the shit out of this place. You're a real evil sack of shit, huh?
He said, keep the world hungry and no peace. Hey, shout out to making the demon world stronger. Because, hey, that's what demon was all about. I ain't going to say too much because, I can't let y'all have leaked footage of what I got going on. But stick around. Super Saturdays might get extended to me reviewing me. I like that type of shit.
Now then, prepare my ship. We leave at once.
Of course. Freaking God, my wish is wrong. I'm not evil, he's evil. Wait, he take that as a compliment. Whatever, he sucks.
I'm a coming! Any day now. Can we, bring the ship to him? This is embarrassing.
Patience,
He said,
my
"Can we
eminence.
bring the
He's
ship to
coming.
him?"
Do you know where? Wait, do you know? No, this is wrong. Did my grandson die? Are you coma? Could you be if you're not? There, I started the car. Get in already. Okay, here I come. Wait, I'm up. Oh, this ship has screaming seats. What'll they invent next? You smell like shit, old man. Have you ever heard of a shower? I'm more of a grower. Is that what you said? I don't bathe, by the way. Bro, you gotta switch with me, dude. And my fucking life depends on it. I swear to my lord, don't grumble me. I'm flying the ship. I've never asked you for anything except for the ridiculous things I always ask you for.
Now that's just crazy. He says many shenanigans later. Shouts out to shenanigans. That's just one of those words that you should say once or twice an hour. Make sure you put it in your time block. Shenanigans. Anyways, I'm a shenanigator and we'll shenanigate later. But that's a whole nother topic. Like to here it goes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Satan. Fresh air. Oh, my hip.
Whoa, another Namekian? But New Namek is so far away.
Why, look at that. I haven't seen another Namekian in thousands of years. And this one's so small. I remember when we were all Lord Slug-sized. Disgusting.
Cool. And are you the Supreme Kai's cousin or something? Not quite. We're all from the demon realm. And I mean that including you two, as anyone with pointy ears counts. New canon. Get it memorized?
This has got to be some sort of prank, right? And you guys are just really unfunny?
You! Give me all 17 of your Dragon Balls!
Sir, there's 7 only.
Give me all 7 of your Dragon Balls!
You can't just summon all the Dragon Balls to one place?
Maybe you can't. Never. Prove you have any redeeming qualities at all. Go. I can't. I'm kind of a piece of shit. I'm also homeless. That's not what I'm talking about! Summon the goddamn balls already! Oh, that. Right. Okay, hold your horses. Oops! Somebody already wished a wish, I guess. Just means I'll have to put my whole Namakusi into this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Neva, where's the last ball?
Oops!
Well, you have the balls, but so what? They're inert. Just ask Piccolo.
And then I gotta put a little pepper on them. Yep.
Well, you still don't know the password.
Perhaps. Unless you set the password as the Namekian equivalent of password and just use the default chant.
I gotta crash out to stop this.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm Cannon Popo, not TMS Popo. I can't do shit.
As expected.
Now, Degisu, summon my
What up?
dragon. I want my wishes.
As you command, my lord. Now, where did I leave my notes on how to do this? 1 second.
Take your time, I guess.
Happy birthday,
He said 1 second.
Blow out your candles and make a wish. Thanks, everyone. Now let's party!
What did you wish for?
I wish your wife cheats on you daily.
Well, congrats. That's
Hey.
been happening for a couple of years now. I would wish for something cool, like a new bike. But wait, I can fly.
One of these days you'll let me wish for the return of the Saiyan race. I miss my father. You had a brother!
Oh, hey, Supreme Kai. You and Gabito having a good time? Also, how come you're not one guy no more?
Oh, that's because Boo's stomach acid can cause Patara fusions to separate. We asked for a casual vorsesh.
New kink unlocked.
And now we're our own people again. New lore, get it memorized.
I already forgot it.
New lore.
Right, that's on me. I should have told someone with a short-term memory. Where's Gohan right now?
I don't know.
Right. That's on me again, I guess.
Oh, hey, Supreme Kai. How come you're not one guy no more? Whew! Nothing like a good meal.
Well, maybe fighting.
Them
Those are my
repeating the
two
joke
favorite
makes it
things.
even
Hey,
funnier.
Vegeta, you want to spar?
You have a wife and 2 children. Maybe want to rank them higher? Oh, whatever. There's no getting through to you. Just fight me.
Ah, there it is. Rise, Shenron.
You have summoned me. State your wish, and it shall be granted.
Finally! Finally! Shenron, turn all the guys who beat Boo into kids!
Okay, but, why, though?
You're not supposed to ask why, just do it!
Sure, but how old? It's a weird wish. I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Okay, crap. How do people's ages work in this realm? How about first graders?
And the ones who are already children? Just leave them alone? If you count Pan, I'd be aging her up with this.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Make them into babies!
I can do it, but
What? What?
you're not going to do anything weird, right?
Holy fuck, dude, I'm evil, not a monster!
He said you ain't gonna do nothing weird since you making everybody kids, right? Oh shit! See, when you make gag comedy, this shit's hilarious. Hey, the Akira Toriyama don't like Team 4 Star. Shout out to the abridged version of Dragon Ball. I'm one of those people who find it funny and hilarious because guess what? If there's a Dragon Ball drought, we'll take the Dragon Ball that we like and make it something that we like even more for right now because we ain't got shit right now. So, shouts out to the end of the Dragon Ball drought. Ooh-wee, that might get some fucking comments.
Your wish has been granted.
Why did I get 3 wishes? They just who said so!
Brother, you could have wished for anything. Anything. And you picked that. You're going on the list with Oolong.
Please give me 3 wishes.
No.
Pretty please.
Farewell.
Now, technically, the first time you make a wish on Shenron, you only get 1 wish, and then any time after that, you can get up to 3. But like he just said, if he don't like the way you make wishes, he can be selective about giving you wishes. So he said that the first Pigg, the Pigg dude, asked for a pair of pennies, and that's why he only got 1 wish. Don't nobody want to hear your freaky ass wishes. You gonna be sitting right there with Diddy. Oh, you try to be Diddy's cellmate, huh? Is that your wish? You want to be in the room with Diddy for the rest of your life? That's that crazy bullshit. Yeah.
What happened? Okay, the sun's back.
Ow! Normally falls from over 1,000 feet don't hurt so bad.
Why are you so small?
You're one to talk. Huh? Huh? Huh?
This is all your fault somehow! I'm certainly not taking responsibility here. Do your hokey pokey magic bullshit and call that dragon back here!
Twice in one day? Us geezers gotta take a second after we go big like that. I'm a one-pump chump, buddy.
Let's look on the bright side, my liege. You got your wish. I didn't get mine, but whatever. I'm not seething with rage. So let's go back to the demon realm and figure out what to do next.
Well, I'm leaving here with something. This one's in charge of the Dragon Balls or whatever, right?
I think so.
Then, Degisu, take this neonatal Namekian and bring it to I'm gonna be his papa.
Yes, my lord. Excuse me, baby Popo. I said, excuse me. Be gone.
No way! I wanted to be young, not pre-2K! Krillin didn't change at all.
I feel exactly the same. Why me?
Kakarot, tell me I'm dreaming.
Whatever happened to us chaos doesn't seem to have affected the staff.
I'm sorry, do I know you? Are you part of the group?
The great Mr. Satan? Hercule? Winner of the World Martial Arts Tournament? I helped you beat Boo? Please remember me.
Vegeta doesn't remember Hercule.
Okay, let's go down the list of usual suspects. Who did this?
Well, Shinron was summoned, so it's someone who knows about the Dragon Balls. I'd say we could rule out the Red Ribbon Army, but they keep coming back every time we kill them. Never fear. I, Mr. Satan, will hire a crack team to... Okay, I guess go ahead and leave, whatever.
We should probably go to the lookout to ask Dende what's happened.
Okay, here I go! Despite being the guy who gets all the new forms, looks like you're not used to this one, eh, Goku?
I guess not, second cooler Krillin.
Oh, that's right. You've only ever known me as an old man. Well, the chiseled slab of man before you is none other than... Master Roshi!
Wow.
Well, Goku, we should probably leave before anyone starts thinking of the implications of an
That might be what needs to be coming up in the series. Master Roshi might need to give him some a young appearance. You see what I'm saying? His new form is gonna be young Roshi. He did look weird, but nah, this might be the new Drip Roshi. You see what I'm saying? He might bring back Drip. You know what I mean? Put his ass on a drip cam or something. Hell, we'll see. What's going on, Remaster? Appreciate you popping through. You know, we do Super Saturdays every week, so pull up on you, boy.
elderly child attempting to rizz up a grown woman.
I'm coming too.
Or you could just call your Namekian buddies on New Namek to wish us back to normal.
You think I know every Namekian, don't you?
No.
Fuck.
After talking to Popo, it seems Dende was taken by a group of people with pointy ears in a spaceship. I can only assume they came from the demon realm.
Do you know anything about the demon realm?
Me, Nail, and Kami don't really have much knowledge on that place since Namekians split off from there a long time ago. P.S. Namekians are demons. New lore. Get it memorized.
That explains why you tried to kill us all those times.
Those days are behind us. Plus, some of those were my dad or my brothers.
Finally, an enemy!
Hello, my name is Glorio, and I am looking for Mr. Son Goku.
Here!
I have a small
Mr.
request
Son
to
Goku?
ask.
Really?
I need you to assassinate a politician.
Oh, JX in the building. What up?
There's a
Good to
bad
see
guy,
you. How you doing?
and you gotta beat him
Always
up.
a pleasure.
His name, King. His only redeeming quality is when you bury him, it will be a small hole.
Okay, but who are you? Why should we trust you? You could be using our unstoppable bloodlust against us!
Better question, who are you, and why should I care? Looking like you can't even hit Super Saiyan 3 looking ass.
He's not from here, but I feel like we can trust him.
Goku, what's my name?
Oh,
Describe me, physically, while looking at me.
I want...
This ain't the English dub, bro. Right now, we is watching Dragon Ball Dima Episode 1 Abridged. Yes, abridged. Somebody finally did it this week. Hey, that's why I said, hell, I'm hoping I don't get flagged, because you know damn well that they ain't even got Demon. Well, they got Demon in English. The full English dub is up, but hell, you got to go to Toei, or what is it? Which one is it? Crunchyroll has the English dub up now, too. Or you can watch it on Toonami. Shouts out to Toonami, Cartoon Network. I don't know what time it come on, but it come on sometime on Cartoon Network, but... Hell, I'd have to have TV to watch TV, but I got YouTube, so we found it on YouTube. Yeah, but Dragon Ball Dima Abridged Episode 1 was out. Hopefully they do Episode 2 soon, because, yeah, Super Saturdays over here, that's what we do. We'll find you something, and then just like you done came in here and seen what I do with my time, I be making sure I be in them streets. Shout out to the YouTube review content, because, hell, just reviewing content will have you with content. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we do right here. Monetization coaching too. Get it on to buy me a coffee. Speaking of the buy me a coffee, we need some more members before we start our next production. So that way we got people that I can send this shit to and run shit by. But you know, shout out to not having members on Spider Pig, because Spider Pig need his memberships up. So y'all better hit the buy me a coffee link, because we, like I said, we got notebooks Here, let me put it on the back of the page so you don't actually try to read what I wrote. But we got notebooks full of shit to put on for my own content. So one of these days I'll stop stealing content, as y'all say. But hell, I'll be borrowing your book from the library and then writing book reports about it on my YouTube. So y'all can leave me the fuck alone.
Let's say you're green.
You're the perfect assassin. Interrogation would be useless on you. Get in the ship.
Tom put from the World Tournament. After that, we were introduced to some Fist of the North Star bandits that got lost and found their way to Dragon Ball. Now, this one introduces something interesting. If you know anything about Sun Wukong, the character Goku is based on, you know he has 3 iconic tools. Goku has 2 of the 3 tools, but Toriyama never introduced the 3rd, that tool being the sealing gourd. Here, it has the power to seal someone if they don't answer when their name is called. After being sealed, they're turned into liquid that if someone drinks, they can steal the sealed person's power. Kinda OP, huh? Luckily, Goku is able to avoid being converted with the power pole, and turns the gourd on its owners. Goku lets the villagers keep the gourd. Jamie couldn't keep it, as this is filler. But it's not really his style to use something like that anyway.
The
The bandits are no match for
I'm sitting there
Goku, but
typing out my
assuming they've
fucking
been
work,
using the gourd
because
for a
I'm
while,
actually at
they're
my
probably
job
pretty
doing 2
strong.
jobs,
So,
because I do
let's give
10
them
jobs.
67
Kevin
and
Gates said
73.
6 jobs.
Now-
Hell, I got about 50 of them. You know, we get it in all day. All 30.
You're making
Make
a
it look
big
easy on
mistake.
Saturdays, though, right?
Where do you think you're going? Pity, what a waste of talent. Not today. Back off. Have it your way. A tough guy like you should be able to face the truth.
Are you okay?
There's no boundaries, as I will go and run you down by the end of this.
How I didn't get to the end of that video. We was tripping. Hell, but that's what I remember why. Because I said, nah, I need to say the rest of this for Super Saturday, motherfucker. That way I can get y'all the end as an actual reaction versus a, unstaged shit. He said that shit was too harsh.
Really? Don't forget to become a member of Unrelent Gaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Sam?
I already
But for our meat and potatoes of the day,
Tons of great stuff on there, actually.
as we already said, the Grand Minister is back with the shits.
The dominoes.
Shouts out to
I
him.
want the dominoes, and you're laughing. Do you
I don't play
realize the
no
big
games
prize is here?
And you will be
anymore.
unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Yeah.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for
Quit
several
gaming in
hours?
2020.
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Started my business shortly after.
Now I just knew that no matter how bad things were going to get for us, hope would always find its way into prevailing victorious by the very end.
As our story now continues, following the initial events of the demon god known as Raijin having to completely decimate Universe 7's strongest warriors within the demon realm, it was only just upon with everyone now being shown having to be completely laid out, with Whis being the only one shown crawling towards his staff, with Raijin slowly being shown having to creep up behind him, was when Raijin then went on to address Whis by responding, "Just go ahead and take a look around you and seeing as to how your interference had directly resulted in your universe's downfall, Angel, and it's because I now see that you had went and used your angelic abilities through the usage of your staff to help heal and sustain these mortals and God of Destruction, that I now understand as to what it is that I need to go and do. For did you truly think that I wouldn't recognize your predictable tactic by healing, supporting, and keeping your allies alive exactly as you did before against your brother Murno? Because meddling within my affairs ends here, Whis. For you angels had always pretended to stand apart and above the fray, but yet you always somehow find a way to go and insert yourselves into conflicts, but yet you always somehow go and find a way to insert yourselves within conflicts in which you don't belong, all in the name of upholding your precious cosmic order. And as your cowardly acts of support masked beneath the veneer of neutrality were never truly hidden from my eyes here, Whis. And now that I am able to go and look into Murno's memories and having to go and see as to how you angels consistently meddle within the affairs of both mortals and demons alike, never openly admitting to your involvement out of fear, I refuse to go and tolerate such deceitful cowardice within my presence, and while you crawl desperately towards your staff in hopes of having you go and use it to somehow go and gain leverage over me, Raijin continues, every drop of your blood that was spilled today is punishment for your endless meddling and cowardly manipulation, as I want for you to go and feel every bit of the pain that I once felt a very long time ago, when your wretched brother Murno had locked me away, which came as a direct order from none other than your father, Whis. And so go ahead and crawl, because you aren't going to be getting very far from me, Raijin continues, and since I now know that this is exactly what you will go and plan on having to try and use against me once again, I would be the king of fools to go and allow for you to go and use that staff of yours to further prolong your fated destiny here against me, as I will not go and allow for yet another one of you disgusting angelic creatures to go and ruin my plans like how your father and brother once did ever again, Whis. And once I am done with all of you here is when my ventures into traveling back into that gateway realm in order to reach the Omniverse will resume, and resume with violence. As not only do I refuse to go and allow for you to even reach this staff of yours in hopes of trying to go and use it to heal yourself along with your dying allies over there, but now that I can begin to remember on just how much I've hated your brother and father for what they have went and did to me a long time ago, I am now going to make sure that you go and feel every bit of what I felt when they sealed me away a very long time ago. And since I have now decided that you will be the first of my primary victims to have their ashes spread across the cosmos, I want to now hear you beg for your life, Angel. And so look at me when I am speaking to you, peasants, for both you and your allies have gravely misunderstood the magnitude of the threat that you are left to go and face with here, because my power along with my true destructive capabilities were
really mad too. He's like, hold on, I gotta choke the shit out of you, Whis.
Because if I really had wanted to, then I could have went
now I'm getting into that Murno memory bag.
Stepped foot onto your God of Destruction's planet, and yet I withheld, Raijin says, for I had waited and had relished in every single second of every single one of your desperate attempts to go and defy me, only to go and watch as each of these glimmers of hope had been extinguished by my hand and my hand alone, Whis. And why, you may ask? Well, it's simple, Raijin continues, because I had opted to instead indulge in this drawn-out torment of yours, so that way I could come to better understand the intoxicating rush that your former brother Myrno had once experienced when he methodically broke you all before having to go and meet his end by your father's very hand. But nevertheless, you were right to go on to question this noticeable difference that you had began to sense that was...
Now, see, I like how he started this off with the typical bad guy trope. You could have killed everybody there. Killed them, but you over here doing exactly what Myrno did, just torturing everybody, not actually finishing anybody unless you accidentally did it. You see what I'm saying? I think he might have accidentally killed Gohan and Broly back a couple episodes ago, but you know, we tapped the staff because he had to tap the staff instead of just using the staff. It's a difference. You got to watch the staff moves. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna be important coming up because you know your boy Tarble got one of them damn things. Did I say Tarble? Yeah, you know, he is canon because everything is canon, but you just don't know how to watch Dragon Ball, so therefore you don't believe everything is canon. I mean, if it was produced by the studio, it's a studio production, therefore it's like watching the Saw franchise. We started off with the first Saw movie, but that wasn't actually the first beginning part of Saw. So y'all need to, you know, open your horizons because everything is coming back around. And Toyotaro, we already know what he gonna do because he already wrote a story. So yeah, you know how to stick around and figure it out. Shouts out to Joy X in the building. Appreciate that. Y'all know to go check her out. She probably had 200,000 subs because you know she be putting in that work. make it like a love shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, this demon guy tripping, so somebody got to handle him because he done crashed all the way the fuck out. You see, look, he over here got Whis by the collar, man. You ain't supposed to have that dude by the collar. Not when it ends. We supposed to be one of the ones.
My very spirits, because what if I told you that I am not alone here against you, Whis? What if instead I had told you that perhaps your brother's spirit is now slowly beginning to manifest itself again, but within me, Raijin questions? And I say this because I begrudgingly have to thank your race of bloodsuckers, for it was Myrno's unwitting contribution prior to his untimely destruction that has granted me this golden avenue to go and unleash your deepest and darkest nightmares upon you. And since you were just as annoying to deal with when Myrno was around, just as much as you have been equally as annoying to go and deal with here and now, Raijin continues. Unlike your brother Myrno, you can rest assured that once I am ready to go and end you, I won't miss. But while your brother took too much time in wanting to go and soak in all of the screams that he could in squeezing out of both you and your universe at the time, which had inevitably led him down the road and having to cost him dearly, I, on the other hand, do not intend on failing for a second time, even if it costs me everything within the process. With Whis responding, by the time this war you have waged has concluded, and by the time that this is all said and done, no matter how destructive you turn out to be, and no matter how powerful you wind up in having to become, Whis adds, you could never have gotten where you currently are if it wasn't for my brother's former glory, which you have stolen. Then we would have went and had destroyed you hours ago, and so you better go and make this count, because you won't be given a second chance to go and try this again, demon. Oh, and I most definitely plan on it, you little rats, because unlike that dirty brother of yours, Raijin continues, I'm not looking to go and boast my ego by having to flex my power to go and prove anything, because you and I both know, as well as any and all of those who are able to see and feel, already know the truth behind the matter the very moment they go on to sense my presence, Whis. And so now don't move, because you will only be making things far more messy than what they need to be, as I promise that this will be over before you know it. And so close your eyes and prepare to wait. What is this sudden sensation that I am starting to sense that is coming from above? Raijin went on to then quickly notice. An intruder of some kind, or maybe perhaps the entity that I had came across within that gateway realm had suddenly found and made their way here, but no. surely that can't be the case here, because this energy that I'm beginning to sense isn't as dark and as empty as the one that I had felt when having to be inside that gateway realm, but instead, this feels rather divine. Hold on.
I mean, when the bad guy's like, what the fuck is that? But it feels divine. I mean, that's when popcorn come in the room. Shouts out to Spider Pig. You know we be doing this. We just be coming in the room like, hey, what y'all got cracking? All right. They like, well, hold on, who is you? Because your presence feels rather divine. Yeah, of course it's divine. I got the green light, baby. Ultimate pass anywhere.
But surely this can't be possible, because I made sure that he was sealed
Good in the
away.
hood near you, right?
It was only shockingly enough now to everyone's
Whether
surprise
it's
that
the neighborhood, the suburbs,
had gone as far as to make
or the O block.
by punching down
You know,
into
we
Raijin and
be the O
driving him
block,
through his God
D
King
block,
Mountain. It was when the entirety of the
what they
demon
got in
realm itself was
Atlanta,
beginning to
the
shake
trap
under the
spot.
tremendous force of the Grand Priest having to step in and now
Hey,
having to
shit,
show knocking
finna be
Raijin
moving
down.
around.
As the sheer force behind the strike
No
itself
real
was
ID
also
though, because we
showing
ain't flying nowhere. But I'm the fly motherfucker, right?
by chiming in.
Mm.
Oh no, why is
I mean, look at this Superman ass fucking entrance though.
all of a sudden, and what just happened with
Here's what happens in a Goku versus Superman fight. Superman is technically on the Grand Priest level. Because look how he flew in. Boom.
Can't move my body to go and check. Hey, wait, Goku responds. Wait, everyone look there, by the edge within the center. It's the Grand Minister, Dark Lord of the Underworld and King of the Demon Realm, Raijin. For no longer shall your corruption spread unchecked, and no longer shall your vile existence go unanswered, especially for what it was that you had did, the Grand Priest says. For not only have you defiled the very natural order of the multiverse itself, but you have also sullied the very fabric of existence with your abominations and sick perversions of divine authority, the Grand Priest says. And now as I return, I hereby stand before you not as a mere watcher or some kind of a prisoner within your sick and twisted game, but as the ultimate harbinger in being what will eradicate you, for you have brought war upon the heavens along with each of these mortal realms in which you sought out to destroy, as well as also single-handedly forging an abomination within yourself by mixing and merging together both your power and your nature along with your essence with the former glory and the former might of the fallen angel who had once sealed you away, and only thus having to further create the living and walking abomination in which you currently are now. And it's because you had also went on to utterly and completely desecrate the very foundation of the multiverse's laws by spreading your vile and twisted essence from the demon realm and having it infect the other universes, the Grand Priest continues. The punishment that I have lined up for you will be just the kind of pain that is needed in order for you to go and learn your lesson once and for all here, demon. So in the meantime, I will need for you to go and relinquish your position here against this creature, the Grand Priest went on to address Whis by healing him, for I will hereby now be the one who will be extracting the multiverse from the jaws of this abomination, with Whis responding, Venerable Minister, but I must...
See, Grand Priest come through. He ain't even got his fucking staff. Because guess what? He's the one who invented the motherfucker. So therefore, I ain't got to have one to do the healing. I can just heal you, heal everybody, and tell y'all to get the fuck out the way. Sit on back, watch the big dog. You know what I'm saying? When the big dog got to come out, y'all want to see it anyways. And just make sure y'all don't get in the way. Because, you know, I told y'all, no matter what y'all think going on, his Grand Minister ain't finna take no L's. He should be no L, the Grand Minister. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah. I'm finna go ahead and get active.
Ask, how were you able to go and register everything that it was that had happened here if you had been already locked away by the time Raijin had been successful, with the Grand Priest responding, now while myself along with Zeno's Omni Guards had been swiftly taken and temporarily held captive within the angelic prison realm via the power of the Super Dragon Balls, through the haze of that very captivity, I was dimly able to detect the surging anarchy that was rising all across the multiverse, the Grand Priest says, precipitated by Raijin's integration of both his essence and his power with Myrna Zeno's former glory and magnificence, in only now having to escalate the peril to unprecedented heights. And because this creature is beginning to grow more and more unstable due to the conflicting and contradictory natures of having to combine his demonic potential along with an angelic one, from this moment onwards, I will be this creature's primary and final opponent. And since he had seemed to have been thriving off of the pain and suffering of others, the Grand Priest adds, I am going to hereby now ensure by my hands that he goes and suffers dearly for every punch of pain that this abomination has caused.
My hands. See, he said by the hands.
Grand Minister, but I must
catch these motherfuckers.
Just where the two omni-kings currently are, we says, and if they are being kept safely guarded in order to further avoid any unnecessary risks and dangers along the way, with the Grand Priest responding, for the time being, I have instructed the Omni Guards to go and look after the Omni Kings by escorting them both back to Lord Zeno's homeworld, whilst also having to go as far as to ensure that the Super Dragon Balls are to be used to reverse the damage that was already done by this creature. And so while I go and take care of
Morning,
this
Sue. Good to see you. How you doing? I gotta go check out the blood falls every day. They'll support you in a major way.
Omni Kings still choose to want to go and enter into the demon realm for the purposes of either observation or judgment, the Grand Priest continues, then I am to allow for them to go right ahead and do so freely, which we will first have to wait and see on what will go and come out of this before we are to go and make any further decisions and choices. And so now please go and heal the others while I go and handle my business here, Whis, with Raijin responding, but I don't understand. How are you set free from the prison realm that I placed you within, and how are you able to go and stand before me like this when you should be locked away and awaiting your fate by my hands with where it was that you were sent off to, Angel? And so how did you go and manage to return? As none of this seems to make any sort of sense, and more importantly, Raijin adds, is now that you have went and managed to capture my attention.
Raijin, fuck that bullshit you talking. You just got kicked out of the motherfucking Omniverse by somebody who was greater than you, and then you get back here to find out that the Grand Priest is back. This is not your day, buddy. This is why we called them last two videos crash outs, because you thought you was doing something. Yeah, you crashing, homie. He straight up crashed. Now he got to fight the Grand Minister. Look at this dude. He over here like, shit. Y'all like Clay Davis? Shit.
Here, I am going to make you pay dearly for everything it was that you had done to me, you worthless angel. How I was set free and what I did to go and learn of your heinous crimes while remaining imprisoned within the angelic prison realm is none of your concern, the Grand Priest responds, as you should be more worried about the consequences that you are about to be left off and having to deal with here, because what I'm about to go and deliver down onto you has only ever been seen and done once before, the Grand Priest says. And while I'm sure that you are able to retain Myrtle's memories and having to see as to what it is that I am talking about in which I'm about to go and do here, the Grand Priest adds, I want for you to go and prepare yourself, because not only will I never allow for you to go and get anywhere near the gateway realm and allowing for you to reach the Omniverse like how it was you had went and attempted to do an hour ago ever again. And so now get ready, because this is where you will now have to face Judgment Day, demon. To which it was only explosively enough within these very moments now, as the Grand Priest had then seemingly enough looked as though he was about to transform by exerting tremendous amounts of power and energy within the demon realm. The power exertion that the Grand Priest was beginning to emit was now beginning to actually crack the fabrics and having to separate the multiverse from the demon realm, as Demon Kibi went on to then quickly respond, whoa, what's happening out there? Because I can't seem to be able to go and see a thing. And so what is this? Is the Grand Minister looking to destroy everything here, including us here, or what? With Goku responding, how's that power? And so I'm guessing that the Grand Minister isn't looking to go and waste any more time here against that monster, but do you think that it'll actually be enough to go and put Raijin down here for good, Whis? With Whis responding, yes, but of course. And while I now anticipate the Grand Minister to completely change the landscape of this overall conflict on having to unleash his full power once again, it would also
there is a
seem
set
that the
power
Grand Minister's
system,
power
sir.
output and effectiveness is now beginning to change the shape of the
As
entire
long as it ain't Zeno, Grand Minister will dominate all.
by going back to how they were shown in
106 and Park that shit, right?
and so we will have to wait and see, with Raijin responding, massive battle power. Surely this can't be that omni power of his that he had went and used to destroy that fallen angel Myrno with, now is it?
You got the memories, dummy.
Went and now completely severed the connection that I went
That's
on
why
to
you
combine
made
by
sure
having
to
to go and merge
get rid of them
all
before
the
you even had the
universes together
memories.
within the multiverse along with the demon realm and having them
Let me just
unify
park
as
the
one.
Grand Minister because he on some demon time.
What does he think he's doing? What is he trying to pull here against me? Raijin questions, with Whis quickly responding, and there we are. And now that everyone is healed, I will need for you all to stay where you currently are and wait for the time being, since this will now hereby be the Grand Minister's battle to wage now, with Raijin then having to chime back in. No, but this shouldn't be possible because I know that I had ordered for him to go and be locked away, and so how was it that he was able to go and break free and come here like this? With Vegeta responding, so that's what that is. It's that power of his that we had went and seen the Grand Minister use against Myrno. With Goku responding, yeah, as I almost forgot on what this kind of power that the Grand Minister is exerting even felt like, since it's been a very long time since we've seen him go and use it. But do you think that
Goku be forgetting more than Akira Toriyama.
Surely it must, right? With the demon known as Kiwi having to then further question, is that some kind of a transformation of sorts that the Grand Minister just revealed? Because, well, I didn't know that angels had this kind of an ability to go and pull off here before. With Beerus then responding, yeah, well, you're in luck here, demon, and so now I would advise for you just to stand back in the meantime and watch this battle very closely, because I can promise you that you are about to bear witness to something that is truly going to be special. To which it was only all the while in the meantime throughout the entirety of the multiverse itself, as Champa and Vados also went on to sense this massive anomaly having to happen, was when Champa then went on to quickly respond, well, what the heck is that massive and boundless energy that I'm sensing, Vados? For could this be the very power of the Grand Minister that is beginning to shake the entirety of the cosmos like this? With Vados responding, why yes, Lord Champa, for this is unquestionably the doing of the Grand Minister having to now reveal himself onto the surface, but what's even more astonishing, Vados adds, is that it also appears as though he has now liberated the entire multiverse and now having to free them from the demon realm's control as well. So the Grand Minister has finally returned, and from the looks of it, Angel Margarita from Universe 11 went on to then quickly add, is that he also appears to be looking to finish this battle with that demon. However, with the coming battle ahead and with all eyes now locked and having them redirect everyone's attention towards the demon realm, and for everyone's sake, I hope that he is able to go and finish what that monster had started, because I fear that we won't go and have a second chance if this doesn't work, which I just know that it will. But then, it was only just upon with the Grand Priest now beginning to address Raijin directly upon having to now reveal his Omni form to him, was when the Grand Priest then went on to quickly respond, Raijin, you have violated the very foundation of all that was, all that is, and all that ever could be through your actions, and through your actions of those whom you have used to go and get where you wanted to be, as this nightmare that you have forged through the darkness in which you have spread will now come to a bitter end, and it'll come by the end of my hands and my hands alone. And through these actions that you have now taken and going against the very laws that we have placed here long before your time, you are now going to come to face your judgment, as from this moment onwards, I will be the one whom you will be standing across and battling against, demon. And while I can go as far as to hereby now go and eliminate you here and now as quickly as I was shown in having to go and enter within your domain, the Grand Priest continues, death itself is far too merciful of an end for you, as I am going to now go and make sure that you feel the weight of all of the lives in which you have destroyed, along with the balance that you have thrown into disarray, demon. For I will go on to strip you of this stolen power along with shattering this corrupted spirit of yours, as you will come to beg for the end of your life while I deny you the grace of death itself, the Grand Priest continues, as I am going to go on to punish you for every action that you have taken in breaking the laws in which you have, Raijin, and for attempting to converge and use the power of the three ancient configuration cubes in seeking out and attempting to also go and corrupt what lies beyond the other side. Will it only also now go on to be something that I will go and punish you for dearly, demon? And while you are now considered to be the second known life form time to ever come this far and having to go and force my hand by revealing my true power and having to bring it out and onto the surface here against you. Now I can start to see on exactly why you are every bit as dangerous as you claim for yourself to be, the Grand Priest continues, despite him having to further wield stolen and abominable power after merging both Murno's nature and angel with your very own demon. And now that I stand before you and having to wield a power that goes far beyond your very own reach, I am going to deliver onto you a pain and a beating so great, the Omni Grand Priest continues, that no other force in the entire multiverse is going to go and save you from what it is that you have coming, demon, with Raijin responding, "Curse you, wretched vermin, for you may see yourself as being the Grand Guardian of Divine Order, but through my eyes, all I see is but a target who awaits their ultimate obliteration, because not only does this declaration of war excite me, but it only goes on to further fuel my desire to go and tear you apart, dismantle your prestige, and extinguish this light of yours once and for all. As your declaration only ensures that I will now go on to use every ounce of my full power to go and do what it is that fallen angel Murno couldn't go and do," Raijin continues, "and that is for me to simply go and erase you from existence itself by my hand and my hand alone. So you may go on to be the strongest now and perhaps even having to be nearly invincible after revealing this omni power of yours, but understand clearly here, priest, that my wrath recognizes no boundaries, as I will go and run you down by the end of this war until your final breath is taken beneath the weight of my boundless power and paying you back for everything that it was that you had went on to go and do to me, angel." As it was only right then and there now, during that moment, where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Masters, the official Murno sequel, manga chapter number 53 special, then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here, as I do want to go as far as to address something very important with our dear viewers at the moment. As before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's Patreon community, then you are truly missing out on so much without you even knowing. Because not only is the next episode already on the page, but if you want to support all of the manga content that you see and gain access to tons of exclusives along the way that range from a variety of different things, then we do encourage for you all to become members of our Patreon community today, for we will link everything down within the description box below and pinned comment section as well. Now I will go as far as to say that although I just knew that after learning about Goku having freed the Omni Kings would the Grand Minister immediately return, our war against this monster is all but conclusive at this point, because now that the Grand Priest has went and unleashed the full force of his ultimate and supreme level of power, you do not want to go and miss out on what is about to happen coming up next. So we hope that you all enjoyed today's video, and before you leave, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up by smashing that like button on your way out, as well as also subscribing to Unreal and Gaming's channel for tons of new Dragon Ball content. So with that, we thank you all so much for watching, as we'll be seeing you all again for the next one.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to Unreal and Gaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.
Sign me up. Hey, boys! I want to be a part of the fight too. Because that's such a good idea.
Come on, guys. Don't forget there's only two of them. I mean, that wouldn't be fair. All right, I've got an idea.
that let you remember that Goku them are technically themed on good guys, because that's only some shit good guys will say. Hell, the whole squad ready to slide, hell yeah, we all gonna slide, and everybody gonna put in some work. That's why we all gonna be in jail together, because if we go into jail, we all going together, right? Come on now, who's going with me? Who's going with me? Look, everybody got their hand up. Notice how 18 does not have her hand up. She's not from the 313. She must be from the free world. Shouts out to the free world. That's a good rap.
Look what I can do.
This is... I'm having a blast!
Wash on my face then.
Oh, shit.
That is f***ing crazy.
Hey, Chi-Chi. Hey, girl. Look what I can do. Bulma! And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Get it? Bulma, this has to stop, okay? Girl, I can make it clap. You what? Look! Bulma, you cut that stupid shit out right now! Bulma! And I learned it from rap music videos! I don't care! You know, I knew you would hate Chi-Chi. That's why while watching those rap videos, I also learned how to dish your ass. What? Chi-Chi, this whole hating thing, it has to stop. You don't want Bulma Priest as an op. Because I might throw a capsule. It might go pop. What's inside? It might be a Glock. You gotta shoot.
Hold on. I got Vegeta just coming in as her hype man. Where the fuck Goku at, though? Let's see if he show up for Chi-Chi like Vegeta showed up for his wife. Shouts out to the standing up for your wife, because he was right there supporting, like, right there on time. Didn't even hesitate. Vegeta hopped right in the game with her. You know he want his shower time.
Goku is my work boo. Yeah. He likes the way I twerk too, so go ahead and hit. But I could never hate you. Keep taking care of your house while I make scientific breakthroughs. Goku's your work boo!
Bulma, you better explain yourself right now!
You were saying, Vegeta?
I can't recall, but I could have swore I heard your hindquarters calling out to me!
You taking notes, Chi-Chi? Yep. Huh? Right here in my rap notebook. Rap notebook? You're rich, but you're shaking your ass like you're poor. Me and Goku about to throw a few dollars on the floor. Vegeta shot his shot, but of course he fell short. Then you went and had kids with the dwarf. God damn! You're trained in booty climbing train thought. All the brains must have made you lose your train of thought. You forgot I'm a martial artist trained a lot. Now do science when them kicks make your brain stop. Chi-Chi, that was incredible!
You were spitting.
Damn, babe.
But not about the dwarf thing.
I'm finna take you to the house, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, how about a round of applause?
Bulma!
Yo!
Not in front of my man, bitch! Huh? Do it again! But Chi-Chi, pop that ass one more time in front of Goku and I'ma knock the capsules out your ass! But it's like a habit now. I don't know if I can control it. Well, I don't know if I can control these hands, Bulma. What? So let's see who loses control first. No! Hold it together now, Bulma. I can't. Don't let it jiggle. No!
Sure, don't let it jiggle.
I didn't need a light on my beat.
Oh my god. I be finding these fucking videos. I tell y'all, it's gonna be a super Saturday every Saturday too. Cause, you know, hell, they gonna have to kill me. You look at that, right?
Sacred Vegeta 7s!
Damn, the Vegeta 7s, nigga. What?
Stronger than it was even before, to the point where he could hold up Mount Sumeru on just one shoulder, which basically equaled out to holding up the infinite cosmic sky. Wukong was able to reach perfection on his journey, entering into the incomplete nirvana, which is boundless reality beyond everything, beyond all concepts and limitations. It's above the God realms and the formless realms, which those two realms were already above physicality and dimensions. So we're talking like true outer-versal stuff here. And it doesn't stop there, because at the end of his journey, Sun Wukong was brought before the Buddha again. And this time, he transcended into the complete nirvana, which made him even more powerful.
One of the most popular ongoing debates in the Dragon Ball community revolves around versus battles, pitting a character against another in a hypothetical matchup. From the beginning of the series, fans have enjoyed imagining fights between characters who never actually clashed on screen. And as the story progressed, it became just as exciting to consider rematches between characters, only now using their stronger later versions to see how the outcome might change. One of our most well-received discussions on the channel explored a scenario where Buu Saga Goku went up against Namek Saga Frieza. Naturally, if Frieza had to face a Super Saiyan 3 level opponent, the fight wouldn't last very long. But to narrow down the question and make it more interesting, we look specifically at Goku's base form during the Buu Saga versus Frieza at full power on Namek. If you haven't seen that video yet, be sure to check it out on the channel. In this video, we'll be applying the same idea to Vegeta. Could base form Vegeta during the Buu Saga defeat 100% full power Frieza from Namek? We'll find out. If you enjoy conversations like this and want to take part in deeper Dragon Ball discussions, I highly encourage you to join the Dragon Ball HQ Discord server, link below in the description. We'll be diving into this topic and more over there. Now, without further delay, let's begin. One interesting thing about the discussions of base Vegeta and Dragon Ball Z is that after Vegeta and most other Saiyans unlocked their Super Saiyan forms, their base forms were rarely used in serious combat. It wasn't until the Majin Buu Saga that we saw Vegeta actively fighting in his base form again, specifically during his match against Pigg. For now, let's examine Vegeta's base strength leading up to this point so we can better understand how powerful he was at the start of the Buu Saga. Looking back, one of Vegeta's biggest boosts in his base form came during his fight with Frieza on Namek. After being blasted at point-blank range in the chest by Krillin, Vegeta experienced an enormous Zenkai boost. Before this, he was already showing surprising strength, holding his own in a power struggle against Frieza's first form. Something that even surprised Frieza himself. At the time, Frieza's battle power in his form was around 530,000, while Vegeta's was estimated to be between 200 and 300,000. Following the Zenkai boost, Vegeta was able to react in ways that others could not. Notably, he saved Gohan from a death beam fired by Frieza, a blast that neither Gohan nor Piccolo could detect. This is significant because Piccolo at the time was comparable in strength to Frieza's second form, whose power level was roughly 1 million. Based on these feats, Vegeta's power after the Zenkai is generally estimated to have been in the 1 to 2 million range. Stronger than Piccolo, but still notably below Goku's 3 million battle power upon arrival. After being killed by Frieza, Vegeta was revived and trained extensively over the next 3 years in preparation for the android threat. At this point, he had a considerable gap to close. Both Goku and future Trunks were already Super Saiyan while he was not. Determined to catch up, Vegeta specifically asked Dr. Brief to build him a gravity training chamber reaching 300 times Earth's normal gravity, triple the intensity Goku used on his journey to Namek. Using a basic linear scaling approach, we can estimate just how strong Vegeta might have become after his intense 3 years of gravity training. I want to preface this by saying that this is indeed linear scaling, and likely a conservative estimate, but it proves a reasonable framework to argue that Vegeta's power grew far beyond his previous levels. To gauge Vegeta's growth during these 3 years, it helps to look at Goku's progression under similar conditions, albeit for a much shorter time and under less gravity. After his battle with Vegeta on Earth, Goku received a Zenkai boost roughly comparable to Vegeta's, since both suffered similar injuries. Goku's situation, however, might have even been more severe since he was temporarily unable to move or speak without the use of telekinesis at one point. For example, while Vegeta's power rose from about 18,000 to 24,000, we can say that Goku went from roughly 8,000 to 14,000. Then, after training for 6 days and 100 times Earth gravity before arriving on Namek, Goku's full power skyrocketed to 90,000, a roughly 6.43 times increase. Keep in mind, Goku didn't stay at 100 times gravity the entire time. He gradually worked up to that level, which was the peak of his training. Applying this same logic to Vegeta, who trained under 300 times Earth gravity for 3 years, his base power could theoretically reach around 22,894,856. For those interested in the exact calculations, I'll post a full breakdown on my Discord server, Dragon Ball HQ. This number is almost certainly a lowball, since Vegeta, being a prodigy, might have experienced even greater gains than Goku. However, unlike Goku, Vegeta didn't have access to sensu beans to instantly recover and push through exhaustion, which would have limited his training immensely to some extent. Interestingly though, in the DBZ anime filler, episodes show Vegeta already surpassing 300 times Earth gravity even before achieving Super Saiyan. performing exercises like finger push-ups and 400 times gravity. And this would suggest that the gravity figures we just came up with is also an insane lowball, but we'll use it for the sake of the video. Moving forward, we see a massive leap in Vegeta's power when he trains inside the room of spirit and time. It's here that Vegeta manages to close the gap between himself and fighters like Android 18 and Semi-Perfect Cell. While his primary focus in the chamber was to surpass the limits of Super Saiyan, it's reasonable to assume his base form also experienced tremendous growth as a result of his training. Vegeta entered the time chamber twice, spending a total of 3 to 4 years inside, though it's unclear if he used a full 2 years during his second visit. Given that the time chamber is a far superior training environment compared to the gravity room, assuming Vegeta achieved at least the same gains he did from gravity training is a very safe, if not lowballed, estimate. Under this conservative approach, his base power would have increased 3 to 4 times, bringing him to approximately 68,684,568, or if he used a full 4 years, 91,579,424. Now, some might argue that Vegeta didn't grow as much stronger during his second stay since he didn't surpass Goku or Gohan, but that's not a valid counterpoint. By this stage, both Goku and Gohan as Master Super Saiyans were far ahead of Vegeta, meaning there was still plenty of room for him to improve without catching up to them entirely. In fact, Vegeta left the time chamber confident that he could defeat Cell. Before Goku fought Cell, he asked Vegeta if he could go first, and Vegeta replied that Goku could do whatever he wanted, but that he, Vegeta, would be the one to finish Cell off for good. For him to make such a claim, he would need to believe that he had at least grown strong enough to defeat the Perfect Cell that beat him earlier, which implies a significant increase in strength. Evidence that we're still heavily downplaying base Vegeta's power by this point comes from future Trunks. In his base form, Trunks was able to send a Perfect Cell flying at an incredible distance before the bio-android could recover. Given that Vegeta and Trunks were portrayed as roughly equal in strength during the Cell games, both were able to hold their own against the Cell Jr. It follows that Vegeta's base form was already formidable. If base Vegeta could physically overpower Imperfect Cell the same way Trunks did, who scaled above full power Frieza significantly, then even with conservative estimates, he should have been capable of defeating Frieza with ease during the Cell Saga. After the Cell Saga concludes, we get a 7-year time skip leading into the Buu Saga. During this time, Vegeta trains relentlessly, not only to achieve Super Saiyan 2, but also to close the gap between himself and Gohan. If we apply the same conservative scaling earlier, 7 more years of intense training would make him roughly 7 times stronger than before, giving him a base power level of 480,791,976, or 641,055,968 if you assume massive gain. Either way, this is well beyond full power Frieza's level, even under extreme low-ball considerations. The narrative also supports the idea that base Vegeta at the start of the Buu Saga could easily destroy many previous villains. For instance, Vegeta confidently stated he would win the 25th World Martial Arts Tournament in just his base form. This is notable given that competitors like Android 18 and Piccolo, both vastly stronger than full power Frieza, were also in this tournament. Some might dismiss this confidence as Vegeta's ego, but that's not entirely accurate. Vegeta has shown multiple times that he can acknowledge when others are stronger than him, such as admitting that Trunks and Goku were stronger than before when they were Super Saiyan, or when he warned the Z-Fighters they were doomed against Mega Frieza's arrival. Furthermore, when Vegeta made his confident claim about winning the tournament, he also clarified that this would apply only if no Saiyans were allowed to transform, which would be self-admitting that a rusty Super Saiyan Gohan in the Buu Saga would beat him if he wasn't able to turn Super Saiyan as well. This shows that his confidence wasn't just blind arrogance. He genuinely believed his base form at this stage was strong enough to beat nearly everyone else in attendance. When you add in the fact that Shin's reactions and overall demeanor during the events of the Babidi ship suggest that his power may not be on par with the base Saiyans, surprised at the sheer strength displayed by Goku and Vegeta in their base forms implies that he likely viewed them as weaker in comparison. Shin's reactions and overall demeanor during the events of Babidi's ship suggest that his power may not be on par with the base Saiyans in his own right. His surprise at the sheer strength displayed by Goku and Vegeta in their base forms implies that he likely viewed himself as weaker in comparison. This supports the idea that Piccolo's hesitation to confront Shin was not purely due to an assumed power gap, but perhaps out of caution or uncertainty. Pui and Yakone, while visually imposing, were nowhere near the level of Goku, Vegeta, or even Gohan in their base form. Shin's visible concern during these encounters, whether in suggesting that they should fight together or reacting to the shock of the Z-Fighters' confidence, further emphasizes the gulf in power. Dabura and Babidi themselves even identified Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta as the 3 strongest warriors present, placing the Supreme Kai below even their base forms. This assessment was also made before they even witnessed the Saiyan Super Saiyan transformations, just their base form, even when factoring in Gohan's lack of training time. Babidi and Dabura never listed Piccolo or Krillin among the top fighters, signaling that they were not viewed as major threats, and that Vegeta in his base form would be stronger than this Kami-fused Piccolo, who is vastly stronger than Frieza. So base form Vegeta would beat the hell out of Frieza in the Buu Saga, and there's really no competition, making this fight not even close.
checked out the videos that he had recommended. Like I said, y'all know to hit up the Buy Me a Coffee. Get you some memberships. That way you can get access to some behind the scenes on what's to come. Because, you know, we keep it popping.
In the garden, by the door, in the bed, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there till the morning light. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bed, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there till the morning light.
Y'all know to go check out the big homie DJ is though. Appreciate that beat, homie.
Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door.
Peter, listen to me. You disrupted a canon event. Canon event? Yes, and if I don't fix it right now, you and everyone you love will die. Okay, so what do you need to do? I gotta smash your girl. No, gotta let me, it's canon. You don't need your big black cannon. This could send a ripple effect through the universe. No, it's gonna send a ripple effect through cheeks. And you expect me to just watch? It's the fate of the universe. How big is it? Peter, come on. How big is it? It's bigger than the low taper fade man. Get out. You don't have a choice, Peter. That's what a canon event is. No, a canon event is her falling off a building or getting shot in the back, not getting stretched out by Diddy Longlegs. I'd rather her get hit by a train. I was hoping you were going to say that. Why do they both have dreads? Being Spider-Man is a sacrifice. Everyone's girl gets clapped, Peter. Every pill. There's got to be another way. There is no other way! For your Spider-Man, you can stop this. Sorry, kid. But this is the only train Spidey can't stop.
Cold-blooded. Alright, like I said, y'all know to hit the Buy Me a Coffee link, show me some support, because you know YouTube ain't got to monetize my content for me to monetize my content, right?